worst team anymore.
It's true, Matt. You don't. John
That's
now likes
straight comedy. That's straight comedy.
John, you did degrade yourself going from the Bengals to the Browns, but we are live now. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Snowcast Sports Talk, episode 79. One more before 80. Matthew, I want to get it on record. I need to reach out to Claire to do a logo for Charlie like we have for the three of us.
Yeah.
We need
That's
one
so
for
true.
Charlie. So if you want to let her, I will reach out to her.
Key question though, Charlie, with or without the beard?
Yeah,
Gotta be with the
true.
Gotta be with the beard.
With.
John is without the beard in his. Me and Matthew are
I know.
with
This
the
is a
beards.
rare moment. Charlie wants beard in cartoon, but is shaved, and I am bearded.
Your
but
beard
shaven.
looks so good, John. Matt and John, both your beards
thank
look
you.
good right now. I'm not gonna say the same about mine, but mine just
Billy,
is
you-
what it
I
is.
Your
think it
beard-
looks
The
good.
beard's
Billy.
underrated, just like the Giants.
So
That's the thing I'll say on
true.
this podcast.
So true. Nice comment there. It was very nice of you to say. Guys, we have made it to week 1 of the NFL. We are recording Wednesday night, 9/6 at 8:05.
It is
Tomorrow,
happening tomorrow. Ew.
tomorrow is the
This
first
is
game.
as important to me as I think this Pickems league is more important to me than any of the fantasies I'm in because
This
this is a
is-
year 2 where I now have we have a pre-knowledge of how this works. So this is big. This is full bragging rights. We should do we can talk about it later, Billy, but we should do whoever comes in dead last has like a bad thing happen to them that
Yeah,
they also
something
do
fun.
on the
Maybe
podcast.
so.
Something funny.
Let's bring the chat into it because somehow, guys, our last podcast popped off and we got almost 300 views on it, and a bunch of people were commenting and subscribed. So if you're watching this one, let us know down below what the loser should face. And with that, can
A one-way train ticket to Cleveland.
John, Matt, and Charlie,
That's
can
not
the
funny,
three
Matt.
of you see my screen?
I have to click it.
No.
You
Yeah,
can't.
I can't.
You guys can't.
I can, but you have to
gotta
click
click
watch
stream.
stream.
You have to click watch stream. Okay, I just want to make sure everyone has it up here. So as normal here, actually before we even jump over, we're gonna do a random name generator to figure out who goes where. Random.
Oh no! We should do it off last year's results.
What about Charlie then?
Oh, you're right. Do a random.
Come on, man. Forget about me?
No. I didn't forget. I just that's the way like draft pick works in the NFL.
Who?
Is also I was like,
Who are we talking about?
All right. So we're gonna put in Billy, John, Charlie,
I want to be yelling.
Matt. Let's share
I'm
my
green.
screen.
Awesome.
So when we spin, whoever gets picked first is picking first. Whoever gets picked second will pick second, and vice versa. Okay, so you want your name to go last because, well, we'll do a snake. So I guess it doesn't matter too much.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
All right, who's picking first?
Newbie.
No.
It's Matt. Oh,
Matt
classic.
picks first.
What was I saying? Green's the best.
A classic M nickel pick 1.
So I'm just gonna take this. We'll move it out.
That nickname never caught on, but I pushed for it.
It was my PS3 username, so I'd say it caught on.
Yeah, it may
Yeah.
have.
In a way, it did kinda.
All right, remove for picking second.
Wow. That was crazy.
Come on.
That
Give
was
me
good.
John.
That was really good.
Uh-oh.
Billy.
Not
Billy.
today.
Big Bill.
Billy Willy.
So now the way it'll work for everyone listening and watching is after we have, after the first week, whoever's in first will pick first. So this is just for this week.
After yeah, it's Snake, right? Snake by week.
And it looks like Charlie will be third
Wow,
and John.
I've been last. That's the name of the
Yeah,
year for me.
that's your spot.
I'm last picker, Johnny.
Your last
Is it
pick.
We're good to be
LP.
last.
It's gonna be we're gonna go in a list here. So we're gonna talk about all the games. We have everything up. So let's just get into it, guys. Here, please cut me off if you guys have things you want to add about each game. So Matt, you go first. Kansas City Chiefs or Detroit Lions? Who do you have?
This is such a tough game, and I love the fact that this is the opener. This is such a fun opener, in my opinion. I think it's
Oh,
the Chiefs, but I think Super Bowl hangover is real. I don't know if Travis Kelce is playing. And
Chris
without a doubt-
Jones is still holding out.
Yeah, he is not playing. I think the Lions are showing up week 1 wanting to prove something. I'm saying Detroit.
Detroit Lions. I like it. Matthew, it's a great week 1. I'm going to be quick with this one because I don't care too much. Lions are overhyped to kingdom come. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, whether he has Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill or if he's throwing to Kadarius the hamstring Tony and whoever the new tight end is. So I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs.
That great Hambino.
The great Hambino. Charlie, who you got?
I think the Lions are going to be great this year. I think they're going to have a really solid offense. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I have the Chiefs winning.
I think it's going to be close no matter what. I think this is going to be a high scoring.
Yeah, we'll discuss that after. John?
Question. Remember last time we said if you're the only one who picks a team, you get like it highlighted in a color and it was an extra point?
Yep. Not an
All
extra
right.
point. It's just you get it highlighted.
For fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we do something with that where if you get like 3 in a row or something.
Maybe. We'll see.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it is. That does sound like a lot. Scratch that.
You're trying to give me a lot of work here, John.
We'll edit the video. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think Jared Goff and the Lions offense will perform on the Chiefs and score a lot, but I don't trust the Lions defense to stop Patty in a fourth quarter drive for just a field goal to win. So I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
So then Matthew does get his own pick here. So now John coming back around. This game is super underrated in my opinion. Bryce Young's first game going up against the Falcons, who have a bunch of offensive weapons, but Desmond Ritter's a question. Who you taking here?
I don't know a lot about either team. I'm not going to pretend to, but I am going to go Falcons for the home game advantage.
I think that's totally fair. Charlie, who you got?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty decent game when a bad team and a bad team play each other. It makes for a pretty exciting football game. So I'm going to go with the Falcons. I think they're just a little bit better.
Matt, who you got?
I
Oh,
definitely
no.
agree.
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Panthers. Frank Reich is the better head coach. I think Brian Burns, the defensive end for the Panthers, is really solid. I think the Panthers actually have a lot of very underrated pieces. Akem Ekwonu, their left tackle, hopefully will have a better year. And I just think the Panthers, maybe not the better team, but I don't really believe in Arthur Smith and his coaching, but they have a whole new revamped team with the Panthers. I could see them winning this one. So.
Nice.
I agree with Charlie that boring games are entertaining, but then all of a sudden I remember that Colts-Broncos game last season.
I don't
No,
remember.
no.
Matt, you know what's funny? I don't remember that game.
I don't think a lot of people do.
Some weeknights you look for the European football.
I am going with the Falcons.
Whoa!
Billy gets an only.
I think the Panthers will be a decent team this year. I think it's just going to take a couple weeks to get it going. You know, I think the Falcons just having experience.
Onlys will be 2 points. I like that, John.
No, it is kind of fun because that means it's like when you bet on, there's like a betting line, like the odds, like the money line, the favorite and stuff. So it's like.
And then at the end, we all get one switch. At the end, we can see how everything falls. So someone could strategically pick the Panthers to take away my one.
Maybe it's 1.5. So you have to get 2 to get extra point because we're all so close every year. That
we'll
2
see.
might be 2.
We'll see how 2 goes.
Yeah, we'll see how 2 goes. I like it.
Matt, who you got? Browns or Bengals? Bengals are clearly the better team, but Browns always win week 1 against the Bengals.
Yeah, is this at home in Cleveland?
This is in Cleveland. It's in the doghouse. Let me put it like that. This is a tough game. Joe Burrow is looking like he's going to play week. John has forsaken Joe Burrow now and is a Deshaun Watson fan.
For these games,
about Matt.
These games I'm having a hard time with. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go home field advantage. But I think because Joe Burrow finally beat the Browns last season later in the year, I think the curse might be lifted. I'm saying Bengals.
I'm gonna go Bengals too. I watched a lot of Browns preseason, and I can't stress enough how horrible they looked against second string defenses. John or Charlie, who you got?
Yeah, someone on this call has a lot of stock in the Browns this year. I'm just going to say that much. But I don't think they're going to live up to those expectations. And I think that I'm going to have to go with the Bengals.
John, you get your...
Oh, I didn't know I bought a dog. We got Miles Garrett. We got Nick Chubb. We got a Deshaun Watson, full offseason, full OTAs. Amari Cooper, Peoples Jones. Let's go. Pick it up more. Are we serious? Cleveland Browns.
I got it in there for you, Johnny. J
Let's
Money.
go.
All right, John, wrapping back around
go.
here. This game, Jacksonville Jaguars, Indianapolis Colts. I think Jaguars are the clear
Easy peasy
favorite.
here.
but-
I'm hoping this Colts defense shows up for other reasons. Hopefully we get some good edge rushes, some sacks on that QB. But I'd be stupid to say anything other than the Jaguars.
I think we might have our full flush here. I think this one might
But
be.
I'm pushing for T-Law injury.
John's going to break Charlie today. Look at Charlie, you okay?
Yep. It's a pretty boring one. I think the Jags are going to win this easily. Colts are going to be one of the worst teams in the league.
I think
terrible.
I think Doug Peterson year 2 is a really underrated thing. Another year in the offense. I don't love this whole Calvin Ridley, Trevor Lawrence connection that everyone's like feigning as the new best thing since cheese and bread. But I'm gonna go Jaguars as well. I think we might have a clean sweep here. Matthew, you gonna take the only here on the
Yeah.
Colts? Anthony
You
Richardson,
get
week 1.
2 points.
No, the only thing I will say about the Colts is the Jaguars don't have a great defense, so this is going to be a fun game to see what Anthony can do week 1.
Before
Wait.
Matt,
Sorry, John, go ahead.
I just want to say before we finish, I'm not trying to cut you off, Matt, but because you're the last person, we're gonna go to the next teams in a minute here. What's the name of the Colts rookie quarterback?
Yeah, Anthony Richardson.
He does look really hyped. Like
He
if I was
does,
an
John.
Indianapolis fan, I think I would be like really about that guy. I think the coach and the team need some work, but I think their quarterback might actually be solid for a period.
I would totally
There's-
agree.
And if you say the Jags defense is bad, this
I
could
don't
be.
think it's
All I'm
that
saying
bad.
is before this could be my switch later because
Yeah.
the Colts
Is-
quarterback
Wait,
I
looks
got- I
like
just got-
a brother.
but
I got cut off, so I wasn't able to finish.
Go
So
ahead.
I know you were.
Go ahead.
They're not bad. They're just not great. I'm just
Okay.
saying that they don't have a top 10 defense. I don't even know if they have a top 15 defense. But so it might be a good display of what Anthony Richardson could possibly do as an NFL quarterback. So I'm excited to watch that. But I think Jaguars have this easily.
I'd say Anthony Richardson probably would be the rookie quarterback I think will have the best future out of any of the rookie quarterbacks. Bryce Young has looked a little
Great in the
suspect.
preseason.
They might have started him too early. He might have needed a year to sit.
No, that's not a thing anymore in my opinion. Just throw him in there.
It's not a thing, but then you just look at Pat Mahomes and you're like, oh yeah, why did that?
Hey, we'll see with the Cowboys, huh? Let's say our guy gets hurt and they put
Trey
49ers
Lance.
in
Well,
there.
Trey Lance
Trey
has
Lance.
started before. He's played. He's been in the league for a while. But either way, jumping to the next week here or next
Charlie
game.
wanted to say something about this week.
Oh,
maybe.
Charlie, did you have something? Sorry.
About what week?
About
Sorry,
the-
I thought I heard like a. No
Did-
worries. that
anything
you
on the
didn't do
Jaguars
that.
Colts? Okay. Matthew, Buccaneers at Vikings. Who you got?
Vikings.
I want to ask. I'm just going to call it here. Is anyone taking the Bucks?
Fuck no, I hate Baker
It-
Mayfield.
It's even in Minnesota. I like
Yeah.
Baker, but Mike isn't a part of it. They have a terrible coach. The O line isn't totally healthy still. They lost.
Ryan Jensen.
They lost the secondary to the poor Bucks. Man, they're gonna go back to suck.
Well, you know what the worst part is, John? The biggest thing. I don't know if anyone follows like cap space. The Bucks have no money,
They spent it all to get Brady
and to win a
Brown-
Super Bowl.
Brown.
Look at the Bucks and the Rams. That is a great example. Just quickly, Bucks and Rams spent all this money to win that Super Bowl, and they did win it. But then look at the Chiefs and how they've built their team, and they're still having sustained success. Just something to take note of. John, Titans at Saints. This is a tough
Tougher
game.
one. This is a tougher one. I think again though. I don't think Derek Carr's great. In fact, if I was making a football team, I might even take Baker Mayfield over Derek Carr. But he's not bad.
Derek Carr has never
And-
won a playoff game.
Michael Thomas is good. Yeah, he's in a tough division. And
You just dropped
going
Michael
Saints.
Thomas, John. You
It's-
just dropped
yeah,
Michael
because-
Thomas, so I
because
saw
watched
your
a
ass drop
whole-
him.
I watched a whole video about how the Browns took Elijah Moore, a trade from the Jets, and before he got traded from the Jets, he was legitimately a top. He was like a second. He was like a top 2 wide receiver. But because the rookie on the Jets was so good, he was benched, and then the Browns just grabbed him, and he's gonna be way better than Peoples-Jones. So if you're not looking at Amari Cooper, you're gonna be looking at Elijah Moore if you're on the Browns, Billy. That's why I chose him.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Charlie, anything to add here on the Titans Saints?
I think it'll be an interesting game. When I think of Titans and Saints, I think of really tough defenses. I think it's going to be a really defensive game, not very high scoring. I think the more, I guess, cohesive team, when I think of cohesiveness, I think of a quarterback who's been with the team for a while. And I think Tannehill is going to be able to kind of bring them to victory in this close match.
Charlie, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, I think the Saints are the better team, but continuity is something. I was rewatching a podcast, and I got really mean with John recently. I'm like, John, you never care about continuity. And John went like this, okay. And then was quiet for like 10 minutes. I almost sent John a message being like, it was for the podcast. I was just trying to be dramatic.
What teams were we talking about?
The Jets. The Jets.
No, Billy. You're a New York fan. The Jets are going to win second in the division. I'm still certain.
It's the New Jersey Jets, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's the New Jersey Giants. But
Yeah. You're right.
but
Gotham's New Jersey. Metropolis is New York.
No, we were all tired that day. I know what you're talking about. That was recent. We were both tired.
Yeah,
bro.
it was.
Billy, I was pushing buttons too. I thought you were talking about last year, and I was
No.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
recent. But Charlie took the words out of my mouth. I got to go with the Titans here just because of the continuity. I think, and they're playing at Saints, which Saints do get good home field advantage being in a dome. But I really think teams that weather environments like the Titans do a lot of the time, I think they're going to be fine in the dome. And the other thing too is Mike Vrabel. When we talk about these early weeks, for me, I'm looking at the coaching. Mike Vrabel is leagues better than Dennis Allen as a head coach, and you just can't convince me otherwise. So. And also maybe D-Hop has a game. We don't know. Matt, who do you got?
I really like Mike Vrabel, but I'm going Saints.
Oh,
I still think they might win this division. I think Derek Carr and Chris Olave are going to have a nice connection. I have a tiny bit of Derek Carr, although I can very easily see this team being very disappointing. I don't have a lot of stock in it, but I do think there could be week 1.
John and Matt will both get this joke. Derek Carr and Ryan Tannehill are the 2 most Tannehill players in the league, questionably at this moment.
Maybe it's Derek Carr. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah, true. Matthew, this game, toss-up in my opinion, except Joey Bosa did sign the biggest defensive contract in NFL history today. 49ers at Pittsburgh. Who you taking?
Yeah, I know. I'm not as high on the Steelers as you are, but I also agree. If the Steelers, I wouldn't be fully surprised.
No,
but I'm saying Niners. I think Brock Purdy. I like Brock Purdy. I think he's the real deal. I think he's going to come out and show us all why he is the quarterback coming week 1. Although it's going to be simple because that's a tough defense. He's going to have to go up against a tough defense.
Yeah, you're telling me TJ Watt ain't going to have something to say to him? Welcome back to the NFL, Big Hoss. But then the argument you can make is my boy Trent Williams is going to be blocking my boy Purdy. So, hey, take a seat, Watt. Yeah. I'm going to go Niners, but this one I'm going off my instant gut. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers at the end of this year, we will think of them better than the Browns. We will think of them better than the Jets. We will think of them better than they will be almost better than the Dolphins if Kenny Pickett lives up to what I think he's going to be. So we'll see, but I'm going Niners. Charlie, who you got?
I don't think it's going to be close. I got 49ers all the way.
What's the reason, Charlie? What's the reason it's not going to be close? I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't really respect the Steelers, to be honest, and I don't. What's the quarterback's name?
Kenny Pickett.
Pickett.
I just don't
He's
think
young.
he's gonna have a great year this year. He's young. They struggled last year. I love Najee Harris, but Najee Harris struggles against a solid defense. When he faces those types of defenses, he has really bad games. And I think that the Steelers, although most teams are moving away from the run game, they still heavily rely on the run game, especially with a young quarterback. They're going to need that help. and I just don't believe in Najee against the 49ers. I think they're going to have a good game plan for them. And I don't see it. I see it all falling apart. They're going to rely too much on the passing game because the run game fails, and then Pickett's going to get torn apart in this game.
I like it. John, what do you got?
I think I have the Steelers finishing last in the division, and I think the only reason I say that is the same reason the Patriots will finish last in the division. They're just in a tough division. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers will be maybe. Dude, the AFC is just so good. Like, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be good, but like it's like I would need to look at AFC teams to rank them. Unfortunately, I do have them finishing last, and I have the San Francisco 49ers potentially going to a Super Bowl. So because of that, this is kind of like the Chiefs-Lions. I have to go 49ers, but I think you're onto something, Billy. I do think the Steelers will be.
I think the Steelers are a team.
I think they'll get sneaky wins, but against these great teams, I don't see it. So 49ers.
Fair. Again, I'm going to ask here. Does anyone think the Cardinals are going to beat Washington?
No.
I just want to skip over them. A team that's deliberately tanking the way that team is tanking makes me upset. I'm
this
fine.
Might be this next week might be the same.
Maybe. Yes, I think so. But benching Kyler Murray is fine to keep him healthy, to make sure he rehabs. But when you trade for Josh Dobbs and that's the best you can do, that's pitiful. That is pitiful. There are backup quarterbacks in the NFL. Like, why wouldn't they trade for the Giants to try to get Tyrod Taylor down there? Like, what's going on? Like, what? Like,
because they're tanking.
Exactly. And I'm just
Zappy was on waivers.
Yeah.
Why didn't they grab
Zappy?
Kind of weird. No one did, huh?
Yeah. The rumor was I think he had offers, although I really don't know how the waiver works. If you can like decline it, but maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But he's back with the Patriots practice squad. So
honestly, don't think about Zappy though. He's a good Patriots quarterback.
I agree. I agree.
Now, how are we feeling here? Is anyone going Houston or have anything they want to add on Houston? Houston's a new coach, 2 first-round picks, quarterback and defensive end. It's all new going up against this revamped, improved Baltimore team. Does anyone think Baltimore's going to get upset here?
I don't, but I have something to say if no one else does anything.
Okay.
I had something to say, but you can go first, John.
Okay, this is going to be quick. I said earlier before the podcast started, I'm so hype on the Browns this year, I might start Watson. But because the Ravens are playing Texans, I have to start Lamar. I wouldn't even think twice. He's going to cut up their defense like a hot knife through a throat.
You guys, just so everyone's aware, the Texans head coach is the 49ers defensive coordinator from last year. That's gonna, at some point, start translating and start screwing the Pickems league up. Just prepare.
Yeah. I what I wanted to say was I bet you the Texans, like you said with the Steelers, I bet you will see the Texans go up this year. And I don't know how many games did they win last year? Like 2, 3?
2.
Yeah, it was something like that. They might only win 5 or 6 this year, but I think they're going up because I think DeMeco Ryans is a great head coach and we'll see turn into a great head coach. He was drafted by the Texans.
It's pretty cool.
In the day.
Now he's their coach.
Pretty cool that he's now the head coach. And I don't know about CJ Stroud, but the defensive guy they got, was that Will Anderson Jr.?
Yep.
Yeah, I bet you he's going to be good. I bet that team's going to start to go up.
Charlie, anything you want to add before we jump?
No, we're good to go.
John, Packers without Aaron Rodgers. Jordan Love, 3 years on the bench. He's kept it warm. He gets up with a toasty red butt cheek, ready to play against the overhyped Chicago Bears, who won 3 games last year, but Justin Fields is the best quarterback since Christ. So if you don't pick the Bears...
Billy, if you base fantasy points on talent, you're right.
Who you got, John?
So stupid. Dude, this is a tough one. I think, who's the coach on the Packers?
Yeah, that's LaFleur. So he was
He has beaten these guys so many times. I want to say Bears, but because how Love looked, and just like, they were just so ready to say, all right, see you later, Aaron. See you later, Lazard. See you later, blah, blah, blah. Hobbs, maybe. Cobbs. I don't know.
Cobb.
This isn't a Tolkien book. This is the
Hobbs and
NFL.
Shaw.
This isn't a Tolkien book. I'm going Green Bay Packers. I think that might be controversial on this one. Yeah, dude. I don't love Justin Fields and just the winningness of that coach versus the Bears. I just can't not say Packers.
Charlie, who you got?
Yeah, I think over the last many years, the Packers haven't beaten the Bears. It's been Rodgers that's beaten the Bears. And now Rodgers is gone. I don't know how I feel about Love yet. I haven't seen him play a lot, so we're going to have to see this year how he kind of lives up to the hype. But Chicago Bears at home against a new quarterback. It's essentially a new team, a new start for the Bears to kind of start this kind of next decade of payback for what the Packers had done to them. So I'm going to say Bears start that off with a win this year.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with John here. I think continuity. We got to remember, Jordan Love is not a new quarterback. He sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years and understands this system in and out. He's had time with the wide receivers and the running back. Aaron Jones is still a Green Bay Packer, and I'm gonna give the Packers the win here.
I'm sure the way Bears fans feel is the way Bills and the Jet fans felt when Mac Jones joined the Patriots, and they're like, oh no. Like, please don't be like Tom Brady and just kill us all the time. Please don't be like that, because they didn't want to just beat the Packers bad. The Packers have owned the Bears for years. There was some offseason drama with like Jordan Love trying to like trash talk the Bears, and it just was awful. But I might go Packers. This was tough. It's home at Bears though.
It is home Bears.
I'm going Packers. I don't think Justin Fields is actually a quarterback, but if he can establish a good run game against the Packers, that's going to be hard to stop. But the Packers have a decent defense.
Charlie gets his first solo. Yeah, Charlie gets his only.
That's value. I love it.
No, I was going to say Charlie might have the best value only. The Bears could definitely upset. Matthew, Las Vegas Raiders, Denver Broncos. I think both these teams have a lot of question marks around them. Who you got and why?
Well, who's home?
It is in Denver, Mile High.
It's in Denver.
Sean Payton era begins.
I'm honestly in the belief Russ might get benched halfway through, and we'll see Jarrett Stidham finish this year. I mean, do you guys hear what
Stidham isn't bad.
do you hear what Sean Payton was saying about Russ?
No.
Effing kissing babies. It's not running for a political campaign. Out from like a source that got sent between the two of them, which is so true. I might say Raiders. I hate that though.
I hate that too.
Because truthfully, they still have Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs, and Max Crosby is a good player. So I'd have just the Broncos. I don't know. I'm going Raiders.
I gotta flip it here. I think the home team. This is the one where I do pick the home team. Got to get that oxygen. Those Las Vegas boys, all they get's oxygen in those casinos they're in all the time. So
true.
Sean Payton is a better head coach than Josh McDaniels, and I don't care what anyone says. I think Josh McDaniels, the only thing he has going for him is Josh McDaniels' head is eerily shaped like Mr. Potato Head, and I think that could lead into a different acting career for him. But he is either a Patriots offensive coordinator or a bum coach. So I like the pieces, but Jimmy Garoppolo has never been good at throwing to wide receivers, and they lost Waller, their tight end. And so I think Russ is. I'm just gonna say it. I think it's time to let Russ cook. Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah, I never liked Jimmy G when he was a 49er. I think they had an amazing offense around an average quarterback, and that was their demise. And I kind of think that's the same with the Raiders this year. Looking at their offense, so now they have really good weapons. They have Jacobs, Adams, Myers, who I was kind of upset the Patriots let go of, and Renfro. But they have Jimmy fucking G. He's not going to do a lot. He's going to make the team look average. They're going to Denver, a notoriously hard place to play. First week of the season, going to go with the Broncos taking this one.
Broncos defense also is a little underrated in my opinion. Go ahead, John.
My heart wants to say the Raiders so bad. And this could be my switch, but I have to go Denver. I just think, and what Billy, you just said, and that's the point I was going to make. Unfortunately, we hate to see it. The Denver Broncos easily have a top 10 defense. They're good. There's a reason all their games last year were 3-6, 3-8.
Yeah, Russell Wilson literally couldn't score 9 points.
Maybe Russell couldn't score, but neither could the other team. And we're talking about what's his face wasn't the coach there last year on the Raiders, was he?
Yeah, McDaniels was there.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay, year 2. Oh, fuck. So tough. I'm going Raiders, baby.
No bonus for Matt.
I just can't. I cannot see Russell Wilson getting more than 6 points, and I could see Jimmy getting 3 field goals, like getting them 40.
John's calling 9-6 win Raiders.
9-6. Yes,
Yeah,
Raiders.
yeah, literally.
This will be the worst game of week 1. Mark my words.
All right, John. Philadelphia Eagles Patriots.
Yeah, man, we're just eating up interesting right now.
Yeah,
All right, here's the deal. Matthew, question, and Charlie. Bill, you might know.
That's
Who
okay.
is the Patriots secondary? They're DBs.
Oh,
The
Jabril
Gilmore
Peppers,
twins?
baby. Ex-Giant beast.
No.
Sadly, I'm not great at knowing all the positions. I
Wait,
don't-
so who's the other one? There's usually 2 DBs, right?
Yeah, Jabril's not a cornerback. Jabril's a
Oh.
safety, which is also a defensive
Oh.
back.
Why you got to do that to me, Billy? You scared me for a minute. All I
can-
was
can
thinking
look
about
up who
was
the
Brown.
DBs are.
All I was
I
thinking
probably
about was.
know them. I don't know the positions.
Did both Gilmores retire?
Yeah, they're all gone.
No, one of them's in the Cowboys.
Yeah,
No,
Um,
not Gilmore's.
McCourty's
McCourty's.
are both gone.
But they say the Patriots defense is a top 10. Do we have any hope in that? Or do we think the Eagles are just going to eat? Do they have one good DB? I'm going to have to Google it if any of you guys know. I need a minute.
Man, we got bigger games than this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Unfortunately, then we all need to do our homework better. Here we go.
All right, Charlie. What? I guess because Charlie go.
Yeah. I'll just
No.
go.
No, that's not fair.
Oh,
Here
that's
we
not
go.
fair.
Brennan Schuler, Matthew Slate. No, those are just players.
Matt, I mean, John, you'll probably read them and not know who they are anyways, and it won't matter anyways. So,
That's
Yeah.
super fair.
John's going Eagles. John can't
Eagles.
name a player on the
Unfortunately, I'm going
Patriots
Eagles.
defense. That Matt Judon is the one player. Charlie, who you got?
listen, I'm a Mac Jones believer, man. I'm Patriots, live or die. Unfortunately, I can't go Patriots this week. I think it's going to be a really close game. I really hope the Patriots can win. I feel like they can, but in my heart of hearts, I'm going to have to say the Eagles, and I might change that later. I might regret saying that, but we'll see.
Matthew.
Brad Hawkins.
Matt's going to be mad at me because I'm about to steal his talking point on why the Patriots could win this game. The Eagles lost both coordinators and now are in newer systems, and that could absolutely be a reason the Patriots can pull off this upset. Plus, week 1, Bill Belichick used to get smoked on week 1, but I think now where the Patriots team is week 1 is actually a game Belichick is hoping he can steal. I'm still going to go Eagles, but I actually, I do like the Patriots and what they have. I just don't think it's enough to overcome the Eagles. The Eagles defense, where we can't name Patriots ones, the Eagles defense is James Bradbury and Darius Slay. Jesus Christ. And all they have to cover is Juju.
Dude, against
Yeah.
AJ Brown and Smith, are you kidding? It's like what if you can't even name a DB and you have to.
I mean,
play
you don't have
against
to,
those receivers?
Bill Belichick has built his career on that. Go ahead, Matthew.
Yeah, no, I definitely like. What's sad is I just don't know the position. So I probably know the 2 players. I'm excited to see first round pick. For some reason I'm blanking on his name. Right now.
That's who the cornerback is, Gonzalez. First round pick, 15 overall. But
Do you think he's their best?
yeah, but
he's
cornerbacks
gonna be good.
struggle. They struggle early,
Yeah,
especially when
he's
you
gonna
got to
be
play
good.
against AJ Brown.
We also
Yeah,
have Jack Jones. We have a really solid defense.
Yeah, I love the Patriots defense. Truthfully, though, I don't think the Eagles were crying when what was it? Nick Gase? Is that the guy's name?
No,
Whatever.
the Cardinals,
actually-
the Cardinals' new coach.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Pew,
I don't think
pew.
they were.
Rockets.
Yeah, I don't think they were crying when they lost him. And the Patriots do not have an O-line, and so that defense is just going to run through Mac. Sadly, I agree with Charlie. I am a Mac Jones believer. I think if you're gonna beat the Eagles, it might be week 1 or week 17, and those are the only chances you're gonna get to beat them. So there's a chance, but I'm saying Eagles. I want to win this more than I want the Patriots to win. No, I want the more, I think, but still, I want this. I want to win this.
Well, now Matt, you get to talk about Chargers Dolphins.
Also, really quickly, John, I love the red sleeves.
Yeah,
Patriots.
under the jersey.
Matthew, we haven't gotten to the Giants yet, but the Giants and the Patriots have very important defenses for me this year.
Oh yes. I took the Patriots defense in all.
Especially in week 1, especially. Along with the Jets.
We got some Dolphins. Isn't it Dolphins at Chargers?
Yep, Dolphins at Chargers.
If this game was in South Beach, I would say Dolphins. This game, I
It's a coin flip.
Tough one.
It is a coin flip, so whoever is home is who I'm picking. So I'm going with the Chargers. I have no idea.
Yeah, so the way I look at this game is I think the Chargers have the better quarterback, but I think the Dolphins have the better roster. So now we have to start looking at, all right, who are the coaches for both teams? And I think the coach for the Chargers is an absolute goober. And the fact that
I'd
you
agree with
blow
that.
a 35-point lead in the playoffs to the Jaguars. Now, the Chargers also have their new offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, who I think is going to be a huge stud for them. I am a believer in Justin Herbert. He got paid. But the problem is Tua has too many weapons, and that defense on the Dolphins is just too solid. I'm taking the Finns. Charlie, who you got?
Yeah, I think this is going to be touchdown, 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 touchdown throughout the whole game. It's going to be a super high-scoring game. Going to be really exciting, really close. But if we've learned one thing about the Chargers over the last 5 or 6 years is they love to lose those close games. I think it's going to come down to a field goal. Dolphins are going to take this.
I already know Matthew's switch. I just can't tell him yet because he's got to do it at the end. John, who you got?
So hard. Chargers.
Ooh,
You look sad about that.
Split.
No comment.
is anyone taking the Rams over the Seahawks?
No.
No.
Gino all day.
Yeah,
Gino the
Cup
Metcalf.
isn't even playing. It's confirmed.
Especially with Cup out. He might be on IR.
Man, Bento's team is looking good.
Billy, I get first pick here. I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your question?
Do you think the Giants can stop the run?
Yeah, I do. We signed a bunch of players to stop the run. We signed.
Me too.
Yeah,
Let's go. Giants.
Charlie, who you got?
I don't want to talk about this one. Giants versus the Cowgirls. Giants all the way, and there's nothing else to say about
Let's go, boys. I'm happy to have some. I'm getting you guys some shirts. Here's the thing. Dak Prescott is a twat. He is donezo. Tony Pollard smashed his ankle into a million pieces. Now he's going to come back and he has to play against Kayvon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari healthy. And then Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams graded the #1 and #2 defensive front in the NFL by PFF just recently. And then on the cornerbacks, let me tell you about the cornerbacks. Adoree Jackson in the slot, 2 rookies on both sides that we drafted who have had amazing camps in Banks and Hawkins. Dak's going to get picked off twice. Saquon Barkley is going to have 130 yards. Daniel Jones will have 2 touchdowns and 200 yards. It might not be close. And this is the final thing. The Giants, I am so sick of getting my ass kicked by the Dallas Cowgirls. You want me to tell you what my girlfriend's doing right now? She is in the other room watching a cheerleading show about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. That is how annoying and stupid the Dallas Cowboys are. Just let that sink in. Giants by 10.
I'd
Go
like
ahead.
to add one more thing quickly. The Giants are not going to win this. The Cowboys are going to lose it next.
Fair. We'll
no,
see.
I think Dak's gonna throw a few picks. I think Pollard won't get shit for yards. Giants will win it.
Also, too, if Daniel Jones is about to go, I'll send you all the apology form again, just like I did last year after the Giants were 5-1 in 6 weeks.
Waller is about to eat cheese.
Yeah.
Cottage.
Go ahead, Matt.
There's so much big talk going on, but like, did they even beat the Cowboys last season?
Nope.
When was the last time they beat the Cowboys?
The year before
Matt,
that
when?
we did. Or 2
Did
years
they
ago.
actually? I thought
The
I heard
Cowboys,
Dak
yeah.
Prescott beat him like 10 times.
No, 4 times. The Giants. Oh well, Dak didn't play the game. Remember when? So what the Giants did was Joe Judge's first year, we snapped his ankle the first game we played against him, so we could beat him the second time.
Go. You gotta.
There.
It's part of the game.
This to me, because it's a divisional game, isn't in the bag. I don't think Dallas is a great team, but they've won 12 games the last 2 seasons. That's not easy to do. I don't like Mike McCarthy, but I don't get why you guys are so much like Giants are gonna win this. Giants are gonna win this. This is a tough game for both teams. I'd say Cowboys because you guys all went Giants, and I might get this win, and I might get it. I think
Grab
it's
it.
50, so I'm going Cowboys.
I feel bad for you, Matt, because you're already going to lose at the Lions, and now you're going to lose again with the Cowboys. So you just
Hey, you know what? I'll go.
2 points for the stupid take.
Yeah. I'll like, guys, like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
Matt, I'll tell you.
It's not like the
If
team got
I-
that much better.
Yeah,
Darren Waller is it.
Darren Waller
Yeah,
and the
Matt.
Giants defense
Yeah,
is the key.
I'll tell you the truth quickly here, Matthew. The Cowboys lost their OC, which I thought was a very important part of their team, and
That's actually true.
And their head coach has proven time and time again when the game comes down to a coaching issue, he never
He's the
steps
problem.
up to be the solution for it. He's made dumb decisions multiple times. And then also too, I just don't think the roster is as talented as people think. The defense is solid. The defense could be why we don't win the game, but Dak Prescott is good for $125, 2 interceptions, and maybe a touchdown. So the Giants should be able to capitalize on that well enough that defense gets gassed. But those are the real reasons. The Cowboys
those
are a
are
good
all-
team, and we could lose, but I'm unlike you. If I was a Patriots fan, I'd be picking the fucking Pats.
No, I'm not picking the Pats week 1 against the Eagles. The Eagles are probably going to win that game, and I think the Giants Cowboys game is going to be way closer than the Eagles game.
Yes.
Eagles,
Yes.
No matter what.
So I don't know what why I'd be picking the Pats there. I'm picking Giants because I might get a solo win there, and week 1 if I lose them, I can still come back. But I might get far ahead.
Last game, Bills-Jets, Matt. Close us off here. What do you got for thoughts?
No thoughts, Bills.
No thoughts, Bills. No thoughts, Bills. I'm so happy I get to go second. The Jets are one of the most over. It screams 2018 Browns to me, and it's just not even close. And I love this. You got the Nick Wrights of the world. All these morons talking about how the Bills have lost a step. Please, Ken Dorsey's second year as the OC. Josh Allen only gets better. He's like a wine. All right? And they are in New York, but I think the Bills are going to take this one. I think Aaron Rodgers is in for a very rough year of his life. There may need to be another darkness retreat very soon. Charlie, who you got?
People have really short memories. I mean, we saw this happen last year with Russell Wilson.
I agree.
Everyone thought they were the second coming of Christ, and they were going to make the Super Bowl.
Charlie, Nathaniel Hackett is even now with the Jets.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be that extreme. I respect Rodgers more than I did Wilson going into the year, but I don't think that it's going to be even really close, and I think the Bills are going to take this easy.
John, big Jets stan here. We've been following you for weeks.
Jets.
Wow.
All right. Do you want to give some reason before we go and do our go backsies?
Honestly, if nothing else, if I'm wrong, I'm still tied with you guys because I know the Browns are going to win. And if I'm right, I'm going to be first.
That's so fair. All right.
Wow.
I'm just going to go through and name each one. If you guys want me to do a pick, every person gets one. After this week, if you are in last, you get 2 changes. And if you are in first, you get no changes. But because we are all net even, everyone gets 1 change. Lions, Chiefs, anyone want to change? Panthers at Falcons. Bengals at Browns. Jaguars at Colts. Bucks at Vikings. Titans in New Orleans.
I'm tempted, but no, I'm sticking New Orleans.
San Fran against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. Cardinals going to Washington.
Let's go Cardinals. No, I'm joking.
Texans at Baltimore. Green Bay at Chicago. Charlie, a solo pick for you keeping?
Absolutely.
Las Vegas in Denver.
This would be the one I want to change, but there's now another one I want to change.
Philly in New England.
Yes, sir.
Charlie,
Let's go, Matt. Was it Charlie?
It
or
was
Matt who said
Charlie.
this there? Let's go, Charlie. Let's get that Patriots secondary is going to hold A.J. Brown to nothing.
I'm looking at all my picks. I feel really good about a lot of the picks right now. I feel like I have a little fire to play with, a little gasoline to light
I
the
like
fire.
it. I like it.
Dude, you know what? I feel like
Listen to my heart, and we're going to Patriots.
Fucking go.
the hype was so good for that. Oh, I know which one. Chargers, Dolphins. Ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding,
this
ding.
this is what I'm changing.
Which-
you convinced me with the coaching. I don't like Brendan Staley, and I really like Mike McDaniels.
So John,
Although this 50-50 in my opinion, I love Tyreek Hill too.
John, you getting a solo there you like?
If I didn't get that solo, I actually thought I said Dolphins. I was about to change to Chargers for the solo. Because now if I'm wrong with Rodgers, I can still stay at par.
Seahawks, Los Angeles Rams in Seattle.
But
Dallas Cowboys going to MetLife.
The thing I do want to say about that is I still think at the end of the season the Giants will have a better record than the Cowboys. I still think they're a better team. I just think this might be a steal I can get.
Fair. And then finally, Buffalo going to play the Jets. And with that, boys, we're locked in for week 1 of the Pickems League. The way it'll work is we will review next week, and then we will go through week 2. So each Wednesday we'll take a look at it. Any final thoughts here?
If the Patriots
excited.
cry. If Mac Jones looks good and throws for like touchdowns, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If the Giants win, I'll cry. We haven't beaten the Cowboys in a couple years, and I really would like to beat the Cowboys week 1 would be such, because then we play the Cardinals week 2.
Oh, that'd be 2-0 right there.
If Amari Cooper gets 3 touchdowns, I'll cry.
And with that, everyone, thank you very much for listening. We hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.